Welcome to the next video in the series where I show you the most efficient ways to perform any exercise so you can maximize your time in the gym. The most butchered bicep exercise has got to be the easy barbell curl. And it's a shame because it can be a great exercise. Today I'm going to show you the most efficient way to perform the easy bar curl so you can blow up those biceps and the techniques I've used to curl over 110 pounds for reps. Make sure to keep your eyes forward and head and neck in a neutral position. Our torso tends to follow our head. If we are looking up, the torso extends. And if we look down, our torso bends forward. Keeping your head in a neutral position helps maintain a rigid torso, giving us a more effective base to curl from. Grip width plays a major factor in the easy bar curl, and it'll be different for everyone. You'll see some curves in the easy bar, and it's tempting to put your hands here. Before you do this, make sure it's the right spot for you with this simple test. Straighten your arms out all the way by your sides. When you look down, you'll see your forearms go out at an angle. This is called your carrying angle. Now from here, perform a weightless curl. You'll still see that your forearms go out at an angle. This is the natural way you curl. How your wrists are with your arms straight by your side should be where you grab the easy bar. This may be wider than the curves, maybe more narrow, or maybe spot on. This will be different for everyone. This is important because if you grip too close, this places more stress on the wrists and elbows, because you're locking these areas in a certain position that isn't natural for them. When you place load and force them into a path they don't go, all these forces have to go somewhere, and this can result in some pain and increased stress. It creates a rotational or torsional stress in the joints. If you grip too wide, you won't produce as much force, as you'll be curling at an angle, and this could place similar increased joint stress on your shoulders. Think of it this way. If you had a string attached to something in front of you, and you pulled it towards you, would you have more force if the object was directly in front of you, or if it was diagonal from you? Obviously, if the object was directly in front of you, you'd be able to pull it more easily than if it was diagonal to you, with the force and all else being equal. Do your best to keep your torso upright and prevent it from going past neutral. I'm not opposed to cheat reps near the end of a set, as I personally have seen some gains from this when plateauing. The key here is controlled cheat reps. You want to keep the focus in the biceps, not your entire body. Either way, you want to slowly lower each curl under control. More on that in a little bit. I like to stagger my stance a little bit so it's less strain on the low back. You don't want to go very far in front, as this will limit the stretch in your biceps at the bottom, so keep the stance just staggered enough to prevent unnecessary strain on your low back. If you find it difficult to balance, move your back leg further out to the side to widen your base of support for better stability. You can have a soft bend in the knees, especially when staggering your stance and have your toes pointed forward. One of the most important things to think about when doing any curl is to curl the barbell in an arc away from your body. For example, it would be much easier to curl 100 pounds if you kept the weight closer to your body like this, as it would be less of a lever arm for your elbows and biceps, therefore reducing the load on the biceps. On the flip side, if you curl out at an arc away from the body like this, you increase the lever arm and challenge the biceps more. It's like comparing a shoulder press to a front raise. With the shoulder press, the lever arm from the shoulders to the dumbbells is much smaller than the front raise. Therefore, you can shoulder press much more than you can front raise. After curling it in an arc away from your body, lower it slowly under control in the same way. I like to think about laying down my burdens and stress and anxiety and depression far away from my body. Keep your elbows locked into your sides so you can maximize how much you can curl. It's okay for the elbows to move forward a little bit as the biceps cross the shoulder joint and help flex the shoulder. This will be especially useful when lowering under control in that arc, as this maximizes the lever arm and tension on the biceps, leading to more gains. With the easy bar curl being a relatively simple movement and the biceps being able to produce a lot of force, I recommend anywhere from 5 to 15 reps for 3 to 5 sets. I've also found that the biceps can recover fairly quickly, so doing bicep curls for 2 days in a row is a cheat code, as long as you work in a higher rep range on the second day and your elbows and your wrists aren't screaming at you. If you have any questions about the easy bar curl, leave a comment below and I'll do my best to answer you. Click like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.